Hi and welcome back to part 2 of my day Green Lane riding on my 1951 Green Lane Special. You join me as I'm descending Church Lane, about to enter the village of Spaldwick. I start to become curious about this old lane that I'm riding up. And it turns out, looking later on maps, that Church Lane is well over 800 years old. I stopped briefly to take a look at and try to imagine all of the traffic that has travelled on this ancient track. I start to look around and realise this is probably a place I need to revisit. I'm commenting here on the video that the byways to open all traffic statement on the entry and exit point of Church Lane is pinned up there for people to read. Interestingly, it's national speed limit. I've no idea what the national speed limit is on a byways open to all traffic. This ancient village of Stow Longa has an interesting village sign. You'll see it very briefly on the left here, but realising my pickup track must be on the right, I take the Stow Longa to Kimbolton Road, but struggle to find my entry point for the next part of Green Laning, so I'm pulling over at RAF Kimbolton, or Station 117, that was an active Class A airfield during the Second World War for the American Army Air Force. So Google Maps for the third time today is going to be my friend. I'm lost. I'm on the Kimbolton Road and I'm at what used to be RAF Kimbolton Station 117, another 8th Air Force American Air Base, just past Huntingdon Cart Track. And on my right, going that way, there should have been a barriered road, boat, byways open all traffic of course, but yeah, respect to the boys from May 1943 to July 1945 who flew from here. I'm very fortunate, if you're into it, and I am, that my local area is riddled with old air bases. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off, sit, check my bike over before I start the quite long hour home leg, but all's good so far. That's good. A bit more tarmac riding than I envisaged, but I've got plenty of fuel. Digital wallet. I know there's a pub waiting. Let's crack on and do something. As I leave RAF Kimbolton, I'm looking out across the airfield and paying my own respects to the people that left and never returned. It's not long before I find the next entry point for the second part, the homeward leg for the Green Lane. We can see there on the left, disguised well, hidden by the trees, that it's actually a byways to open all traffic. So that was a longer ride on tarmac, but again it's about a shakedown. I'm watching the rain. It's about 6 fields that way. Blimey, that blinking rain, it's on its way. Let's get some green laning done.
This track's getting slowly worse, and what I didn't realise was you're about to see an injury here on my left knee that is badly damaged anyway, that is still ongoing over a week later. At the time I didn't realise how badly I'd upset my left kneecap. The ruts in this green lane are deceptive, and the camera doesn't capture exactly how deep some of them are, but you could be stuck in one of those ruts for some considerable time. Care had to be taken. Gasp, that rut there that you can see just in the bottom right hand corner of the picture, it's about 2 to 3 foot deep. So I go round it, but I've had a bit of a shake-up on this bit of the lane. But again, it's about finding my comfort zone and the bike's comfort zone, and stress testing us both, but standing on the pegs certainly helped. I'm conscious of several things. One, that at any point I could meet a horse, a rambler, cyclist, a fellow motorcyclist, so I'm really taking it easy on this track, but I've just come past that Y section, so I'm now truly on the homeward leg.
Just pulled over and stopped for a few minutes before I go through this last little bit before I pick up the Spaldwick Road and back up over the A14. I can hear the bird of prey calling. There's no way this microphone will pick her up. But I thought I was distressing her because she was flying ever so parallel for about a mile with me, so I just pulled over. Maybe they've got nests or something. Almost certainly. For nearly October's nesting time. Right, let's crack on. It's ever so picturesque through this last little bit. Let's see if we can capture it.
I was really thinking on that last part of the green lane as I come out onto the tarmac that whilst I was moving quite briskly, that people would hear the distinctive noise of the two-stroke motor, and that would be enough warning for any horse riders, cyclists, fellow motorcyclists to see it. But there, we've just entered into Spaldwick. So it's not long after leaving Spaldwick that I've climbed the hill and I'm rejoining for what is for me familiar tracks. So I'm now climbing up past the bench that I stopped at earlier, you'll see it here on the right, back into Leighton Bromswold, and it's not long before I'm down the high street and I'm thinking about having a pint with Lizzie, the landlady from the Green Man pub. Please think about hitting the like button, and if you want to be notified about my next video, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Ride safe, everybody.